Hi, I'm Taylor, founder of TTC Agency and a digital strategist who helps mission driven organizations build smarter websites and stronger systems. If you've ever been afraid to touch your website because you might break it, this video is for you. One of the biggest fears from clients I hear is, I'm going to break something, I'm going to mess something up. Most people inherit a website they didn't build, they're handed a login, and suddenly they're expected to maintain this business critical tool without any training. In this video, I want to break down what website maintenance actually means, what you can safely update yourself, and when it's time to call for help. A quick introduction, I'm the founder of TTC Agency, a Wix Legend partner, and a web developer at Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated National Headquarters. And over the past decade, I've supported more than 50 websites and digital projects for nonprofits, entrepreneurs, and mission-driven organizations. And one thing I've learned is this: the problem usually isn't the website. The problem is that nobody ever taught people how to maintain one. One of the biggest misconceptions about websites is that they're static. People think you build a website, launch it, and then you leave it alone. But your website isn't a brochure. It's a living business tool. It's helping people decide whether they trust you, whether they want to work with you, whether they want to donate, register, buy, or get in touch. And it's because it's helping people make decisions. It requires some level of ongoing attention. That doesn't mean you need to become a web developer. It just means you need to understand what actually requires maintenance. The good news is there are plenty of things I actually want my clients to feel comfortable updating on their own. This includes text and written content, images, team member information, event announcements, blog posts, contact information. Those are normal website updates, and making these kinds of changes doesn't make you reckless. It makes your website current, useful, and accurate. Now, let's talk about the things that can accidentally become expensive problems. I generally recommend getting support before changing DNS settings, domain transfers, payment systems, redirects, custom code, major site structural changes. Those areas affect how your website functions behind the scenes. And while they're absolutely manageable, they're not usually the best place to learn through trial and error. I know everybody thinks this, but your website's job isn't to impress people. Its job is to help people make decisions. So, can they find what they're looking for? Do they understand what you do? Do they trust you? Do they know what to do next? The more difficult you make those decisions, the less likely someone is to take action. And one of the biggest mistakes I see organizations make is prioritizing aesthetics over clarity. They spend thousands of dollars making a website beautiful, but spend very little time asking, can people actually find what they need? Can visitors understand our mission? Can they complete the action we want them to take? So, in a nutshell, a beautiful website that creates confusion isn't doing its job. Clarity always comes first. And if you're trying to build confidence managing your website, I've created a free client support library with practical tutorials and resources. Inside, you'll find guidance on editing text, replacing images, publishing updates, SEO basics, and common website fixes. The goal is simple: to help you feel more confident managing your digital presence. So, the aim isn't to become a web developer, it's to become confident managing your website and making informed digital decisions. If you'd like additional guidance, you can explore the free client support library at thettcagency.com. And if this video was helpful, I'd love to know what website questions you'd like me to answer next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.